Alright, chat, so about a month ago, I started working on this thing called my dream house. And, that hasn't really progressed much since last time, as you can see by the interior. I have not touched... Actually, no, I have touched a speck of this. As you can see, I added a road, so that's great. But aside from that, there have been some minor updates to the exterior. Not too many updates. I've just removed and shortened the entire driveway up to the house. And then I've also spammed a bunch more of these 90k gigachad trees that I showed you how to make in one of my other videos. But aside from that, nothing else has really changed. Like the backyard's all the same, and the front yard's all the same, and actually the interior has been touched a little. I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself, but I'll go through whatever I've touched. So as you can see, by decapitating the entire house and its roof, I have touched the entire interior, and the main changes are the doors. I've installed these fence gate doors that I used in my beach house, and then I've also added a bunch of wall trim. And then over here, I've started painting some of the interior. Now, as you can see, the walls are very creamy, and you're probably asking yourself if this is gonna end up like any of my other builds where I just cream all over the interior walls. Well, yeah, that's exactly how it's gonna be. The entire interior is gonna get but anyways, unfortunately I didn't record myself doing the layout, so I'll just hover over it here if you have tried to build my dream house. But the goal for this video is to finish this and try to make it a little bit better, because I think I have improved since the beach house video. And if you are wondering, yes, I am recording this after the beach house, so I've picked up a couple of tricks along the way. But anyways, let's get straight into it. Actually, before any of my mental breakdown from building begins, I want to share this new game with you guys called Build City. And if you guys enjoy playing building games like Build Battle or Minecraft, then you'll probably enjoy playing this too. In Build City, all you have to do is explore the map while collecting these little floating cubes and loot boxes that you'll use to build whatever contraptions you can think of. And the build selection gives you a bunch of flexibility with how large or small you want your blocks to be, and it has pretty comprehensive features like the ability to swap blocks too. So building stuff really isn't that difficult. And honestly, this is the coolest mechanic I've seen in a Roblox game in a hot minute. Like, how often do you stumble across a game where you can build your own car and it actually drives? After playing for just over an hour, I used the blocks that I collected to build this mini F1 car that absolutely zooms across the map. And after you've built yourself a car, you can use it to collect even more materials to build your next creation. What's more, you can build your own furniture items and pets. You want to build a little monster that just follows you around the map? Sure, go ahead. This little sucker's been eating away at my rear left tire for the last hour. I think this might be my next addiction. But wait, it gets better. What's more is that you can sell your creations to the public and earn Robux. All you have to do is follow the steps that are put on your screen and make a purchasable item on Roblox, and then link it to whatever creation you've made in the game, and that'll make whatever you've made eligible for being sold. See how I just bought this car from someone? I just helped them earn some chump change. So if you're interested in playing, the game is currently paid access, but it'll be launching for free on July 19th at 3 p.m. EST. So make sure to save the date to start playing and earning some Robux. And if you guys would like to see more content for this game, let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, back to the video. So building this house was not fun, but at the same time it kind of was, because it started out fun, but then it didn't turn out fun. Like, I think what you're watching right now is the most amount of motivation I've had to build the interior of a house. Like, I love doing kitchens. Kitchens are the most unique part of a house, in my opinion at least. When you get to any other point of the build, you're probably gonna realize that it starts getting really repetitive. So this is where I tried the most. But for the kitchen, I referenced a bunch of inspiration pics from Pinterest, and I'll leave the Pinterest board down in the description below. And I basically combined all of the inspiration that I gathered into one kitchen, and this one didn't turn out too bad. A lot of this was kind of based on the kitchen I made in the beach house video, so if you want to go check that out as well, that could be worth it. Also, if you really want to build the interior to this house, I'm gonna upload it on my second channel like I did with the beach house. So a lot of the clips in this video right here won't exactly be helpful if you're trying to rebuild it, but I'll try to show as much as I can. Also, if you're looking for any of the decals used in this video, they're mostly sourced from Mugsy's profile, so I'll leave the link to his profile in the description below. But anyways, this is probably gonna be one of my only builds in the year where I actually use decals on any wall or for any texturing, because using decals is such a pain in the butt. Aside from using them for trees, because I love making trees, using them as wall texturing is just really annoying, but sometimes it can bring your build together. Like, sometimes Bloxburg doesn't offer the textures you're looking for, or whatever you're trying to mimic doesn't correlate to Bloxburg easily. But I think the only instance that I use decals in this video are for the backsplash in the kitchen, and then maybe the backsplash backsplash in the mudroom. So I guess it really is low effort, but at the same time, hey man, I tried on this. And you can kind of tell with these barn doors, wherever I put barn doors is where I tried the most because, you know, the barn doors are custom. And I tried to go with a variety of them instead of just copying and pasting two barn doors together. So one has glass panels and one doesn't have glass panels, so then it's kind of unique. And the inspiration for this came from one of my buddies, Lukiokas. So big shout out to him. And then I also made these little stools for the kitchen island. They're from Noelle. I think I've seen Noelle do these a couple times in her videos, so that's where those came from, and that's why they might look a bit familiar. Man, the kitchen is just made up of so many different assets that are from other builders that I've taken, and I guess that's why it's the only good looking room in this entire build, but I actually had fun doing it, so I guess that's also a reason. I tried experimenting with the lights as well, because I didn't know if flint or linen would be the right color for this build. I wanted to go for realism, but I also wanted to go for a really warm tone in the kitchen. I don't know, I think in the end I just stuck with flint, because that was what I was used to. My favorite part about building the kitchen was putting in all of the items, because without the items in the kitchen, it seems so dead, but once you get them in, it's so lively, and it makes it look like someone's actually living here or has used the kitchen. I don't know, that might just be me though. Like plates, cutting boards, the seasonings, a bunch of different containers. And this is when I realized Bloxburg had the most amount of items in the kitchen segment, or the selection for kitchen items is just insane, or maybe I'm just not looking at other items that I should be looking at. What's great is that most of these items are functional too, so you can use it. But anyways, moving on, this entire first recording for the speed build is the kitchen. I spent, I think, 2 hours working on just this room, which is a bit tedious, but you know, I was kind of locked in. Oh yeah, and don't even get me started on the floors. I'm never doing custom floors again because I don't know how to do them. You can see me frantically trying to place the floor, but also wanting to place other items on top of the decal, and it just doesn't work like that, which kind of sucks. And what I think would be a nice suggestion for Bloxburg in general is to make a custom texture option. So if there's like a decal on Roblox and there's an ID for it, you should be able to put the ID into the color picker thing or whatever we have in Bloxburg right now to select textures, and that would be a good way to make floors, but I don't know if that's how it works, but oh well. Anyways, before we move on to the next recording, I just recolored and then adjusted some of the decals in this room because I felt the kitchen was a little too light, but I also kind of, looking back at it, it was okay. But I think what I did with the darker tones later in the video was a good move, because otherwise it would just be too much linen and too much white. I mean, I guess you could argue it's still like that in the end, but whatever, it's over. I'm done with this build. I can't be bothered with interiors. Screw that. But anyways, aside from actually building this, I stumbled upon a part of the video where I didn't end up recording, and the reason for this was that my storage had filled up all the way and I didn't have any more storage to record or put my files anywhere. And I think I spent like an hour of my morning being frustrated over this because I didn't know what the problem was until I checked the file size. So I had to go clear up stuff, but I recorded like a full 2-hour video, or I thought I recorded a full 2-hour video, but I didn't. And the thing about my recording software, I use NVIDIA GeForce. It kind of sucks, but like I'm kind of used to it. It doesn't let you know when you're out of storage, so I just didn't know that it stopped recording when it did. So now I'm missing a bunch of footage for the living room, the laundry room, the bathrooms, basically almost everything that's copied and pasted throughout the build. So that's a little unfortunate, and that was really frustrating for me. But anyways, we got the whole thing done. I think it's fine. All right, so it seems I've done it again, and I forgot to hit the record button. And I locked in for an hour. Luckily I have the kitchen footage, but the rest of the stuff that I've worked on since then is not on camera. So I guess you could say I've done some off-camera mining, but I'll run through it really quick for you. Let me just fix the wall trim here. Okay, yeah, so I seem to do this so often. Oh man. Well, I've only done it twice, so I guess it's not that often. But anyways, I kind of half-assed a bunch of these bathrooms because I don't really care about the bathrooms. Like, I wasn't really feeling the bathrooms. I just spammed a bunch of stuff. Like, this is really crowded, and I forgot a mirror there. So yeah, I'm just gonna place that there. I'm definitely gonna retouch this bathroom because it's just so crowded. I just don't know what to do with it. The shape of the room is kind of awkward. I'm definitely gonna remove the dresser because I think that's the main culprit, and I'll just line this wall with a bunch of paintings or something. I don't know. But aside from the most garbage bathroom that I've made, I've built a living room. I've installed a living room with a bunch of custom items. The couch is pretty custom, like the one from the beach house. This is actually not a custom couch. And then I put 2 tables together for the coffee table in the middle. There's a TV, nice little TV stand as well. We got some built-in shelves, and then a dresser over on your right with a custom decal plant and a mirror on it, and I put a guitar, why not? And then the light fixtures are kind of custom. I used the pendant light, and then I also used a semi-transparent basic shape and resized that and transformed it upwards. And then what I like the most about this is the curtains. The curtains came out pretty well, I think. At least they're pretty realistic. Honestly, the sun rays are kind of distracting. But moving on to the couch was pretty simple to make. It was exactly the same as the beach house one, so if you want to learn how to make this couch, then you should probably go take a look at the beach house video. But it's once again just a bunch of basic shapes. You can't sit on it, so it's unfunctional. I don't know if that's a word, but yeah, moving on. Oh wait, no, we also have these wall designs. I don't know what to call this. Wall paneling, something, I don't know. Back here, we just had a bunch of empty space. I wanted to put a piano here, but I didn't end up doing that because there's just not enough room, so I just placed a random table. I mean, I think it fills the space all right. It's okay. And we got these custom paintings here. If I just change them to something for now, I think it'll look all right. Like if I use these plant decals, then I guess it's okay. I'm obviously gonna change them in the end, but that's like the gist of what the paintings are gonna look like. It'll be like a white border and then the actual decal in the middle. But anyways, 2 doors over here. This one's not complete, but it's probably gonna be like a storage room, or honestly, I might not even touch this room because it could lead into a basement, but I'm not really sure what I want to do with this yet. But yeah, I'll leave that open for whatever. Into this room. This is actually a nicer bathroom. I like how this one turned out. There's the wardrobe that we copied and pasted from the first one, toilet, and then the sink that's also copied and pasted. The layout for this is pretty nice, and I think it works. But yeah, that's basically everything you've missed. Have I done anything else? I've recolored the barn doors and the chairs as well. I've made it like a darker linen. I don't know if I should keep the hood wood because, you know, that just doesn't make sense. What if you burn yourself and then it catches fire? But anyways, that's pretty much it for the house so far. This is gonna be a laundry room right here. This is gonna be an office, and then the entryway won't be too hard to build. This right here is gonna be a giant dining room, and then this corridor down here is gonna lead to a bunch of bedrooms and stuff. And if you've stuck around my channel for long enough, then you know the bedrooms are gonna be pretty copied and pasted. Over here, you definitely can't see anything from this. I'm gonna add a mud room over here just as like a transitioning room from the garage to the main house. But anyways, progress is pretty good. Dream house is valued at $1,090,000, so I guess that's not too good, but that's mostly just the trees. If you were to take away all the trees, then I think the build would cost maybe 600K. But anyways, time to get back to work and actually record this time. So I continued working on the floor, and that wasn't the most exciting thing to do because I was just playing around with the transform tool for like 30 minutes. But the thing with custom floors is that you can't place stuff on them, so you have to do this in the end. So I don't know why I'm actually doing this midway through building the interior. I think maybe I was just desperate to see results with them because I was just so pissed off with them. But anyways, moving on to the laundry room. This is a copy and pasted version kind of the beach house laundry room. I didn't really reference anything for this. I was just building as things came to mind. I wanted to make a small area that had a washer, dryer, clothing iron, and storage, like most laundry rooms have, you know. So this wasn't the most significant room in the building, but it kind of bridged the gap between the entrance and the living room, so I thought it'd be a good idea to work in order. But I'm honestly kind of happy with how it turned out. It wasn't too crowded, it wasn't too spacious either. It was perfect for a laundry room. The only thing I'm kind of regretting is not putting a sink in here, because I feel like a sink is kind of important for a laundry room. Maybe I could have squeezed it on top of the counters or something, but I don't know. And to add to my troubles of not recording the first part, I had internet issues, so that was fantastic and didn't make me even more mad than I was. I feel like this is half of the reason why I stopped trying in the later part of this video, because I was just so done with furnishing this. It was to the point where this wasn't my dream house anymore, and I was just trying to get done. But after the laundry room came the main entrance and then the office, and the office wasn't bad. I liked it. It had this cool storage unit that opened with glass sliding doors, and I think that was executed pretty well. But aside from that, it's just any other office that I've built in the past, so I can't really comment too much about it, but you'll see in the tour what it looks like in the end. I wanted to keep this area pretty minimalistic because, you know, it's the entrance and you don't really want that much stuff cluttering the entrance, so I guess that was my logic behind it. The office was kept pretty minimalistic too because I'm not a fan of working in cluttered spaces, but that's just me. And as you can see, I kind of took the time to make sure every shelf was different from the other, obviously putting a bunch of storage units on each one and book and filing boxes as well, just to make it look like it's not copied and pasted. But when is a build not copied and pasted when it comes to whatever I do? Anyways, after the office, I started working on the dining room, and this was the main room that leads out to the backyard, and I think the layout for this was pretty good. I think the placement was also pretty good for the table, and I tried to do something unique this time, and I made the table have a glass opening in the middle with a bunch of basic shapes, you know, just to make it a little quirky. And in the end, it turned out really good looking, so this is one of my favorite rooms in the entire build, maybe second to the kitchen, because the kitchen's actually something else. But aside from the table and the chairs itself, I copied and pasted a bunch of other storage units that I've placed already in the house, just because I got lazy. Well, not lazy, but it fit, and I wanted to make the build uniform, so there's my excuse. But once that was done and dusted, I moved on to the bedroom, and for the bedroom, I was just placing random stuff. I'm not even gonna lie. I was just placing the stuff that you would normally see in a bedroom: bed, blanket, table, nightstand, lights, painting, basically everything that was in the Bloxburg catalog. And obviously I had to copy and paste some of the elements that were already in the build because, you know, what faulty build is it if there's no copied and pasted stuff? But the bedroom was pretty good. I'd sleep there maybe for a couple nights because I think it's too fancy for me. I don't really like fancy stuff. I think when it comes to actually building a dream home in the future, maybe I might not be like other people, and I just want to live an average life. I want to live in an average home, average income. I don't want to be overly rich, but I mean, I'll take it if I'm rich. I just feel like living in a rich home would make me feel too entitled. Like, I don't want to be like those people that you see on those dramatic TV shows with really big houses and stuff. So I guess that's one of the reasons why I didn't build like a super mega mansion in this as my dream house. But anyways, finally moving on to the master bathroom. I kind of got my spark back for this because I was looking forward to making the master bathroom because I saw a couple inspiration pictures and I wanted to try some stuff. But first came this little segment that bridges the bedroom and the master bathroom, and it's basically like a storage area. I don't know, a walk-through closet. I don't even know if that's a thing. Now, I know I say I'm excited to build the bathroom, but I'm pasting a bunch of stuff that I've already built. Trust me guys, I wasn't getting lazy, it just worked. Basically what I wanted to do was make a cool bathtub area because bathtub is elegant. I love bathtubs, but I've never actually wanted to take a bath. Like, I've never had the urge to take a bath. It's always just been shower and get it done with because showers are quick. Who's gonna spend time in a bathtub? That's so not productive. I'm like one of those productive people. I always have to be doing something, but I'm also lazy, so that's kind of contradicting what I say. But anyways, I got that done with pretty quickly, and then I just moved on to the next bedroom and bathroom, and these really didn't take long because I was just copying and pasting the bed, the bath, the shower, the toilets, the tables, the plants, everything was basically mimicked onto these other rooms because guess what, I was bored. I think it's a very divided thought, but I don't know how anyone can enjoy the interior more than building the exterior. But then there are also people that love building the interior and not the exterior, and that's why it's like such a divided thought. Me personally, I love building exteriors. I could build exteriors all day if ideas were just flowing into my brain. But when you get to the point where you're finished the exterior, you're pretty much all tuckered out and you don't want to do the interior. Or that's just from my experience at least. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to hear in the comment section below if you're an interior or an exterior person. I'd be surprised if there were more interior people. But anyways, the last room that I had to build was the mudroom, and you can probably already guess that I copied and pasted a bunch of stuff here too, so I won't go through too much, and I'll just leave it for the tour in the end to speak. Oh yeah, and man, I had to do the floor again. I had to do the floor for the entire rest of the house. But anyways, that was the last thing I had to do. Okay, chat, so after 4 hours of grueling work on this monstrosity of a house, the interior is finally complete. And I can't say I didn't stop trying at the end, because I kind of did. But the fact that it's finished is all that matters. And, oops. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a tour of this beautiful home, this dream home that I've made. I don't think I really need to cover the exterior, because, you know, know, I've covered that enough in the other videos. But I'll take a quick flyby just to show you what has changed and what hasn't changed. I mean, nothing's changed. Nothing on the exterior has been touched. But yeah, there we go. Let's move on inside. So stepping up to the front entrance, we have a nice little raised, what do you call this? Porch area. You can kind of sit there, but you can't really get there if you walk over here because the gap here is too small. Oh, actually, you can kind of fit through. But anyways, that's insignificant. Opening up the door to the interior, we have the custom floors, which actually were a pain in the butt, and I don't think I'll ever do this again because there's so many like imperfections. Because when you use the transform tool, it's really annoying. But anyways, at the entrance, we have a nice little table here to put all your belongings, and then we have slippers as well. We've also got a picture frame and then 2 lights next to that. On the right, we have a little private office. I kind of like the office, not gonna lie, especially this little storage area. So that's kind of neat. Got our nice little laptop, telephone, chair, comfy chair, curtains. Curtains are beautiful. I love the curtains. But on the other side, we have a nice little laundry room. Nothing too detailed. Obviously, it's just a laundry room, so what can you really do? It's kind of a replica of whatever I did in the beach house, but just, you know, rearranged. We got the nice wall paneling here and then the flat iron as well. And then this door right here opens to the washroom, and I'm not very proud of this washroom. I can't lie, because, you know, it's just so simple and there's nothing in here. But a washroom's a washroom, and if it's functional, that's all that matters. But moving on to the left, we have our living room, and this is one of the first rooms that I actually tried on, so it does look a little more detailed. I'd actually argue the bedroom is a little more detailed, but this is all right. We got the nice custom couches, table design, and then all of this is nicely decorated. TV right there, storage unit right there, and then over here we have another bathroom. I think we have a copious number of bathrooms in this house, and I don't think they're really necessary, but you know, I love touching small things like bathrooms, you know, because they're easy to furnish and they can be copied and pasted. But anyways, moving on, we have this room. It's actually not complete, and I kind of left this incomplete deliberately in case I wanted to make like a stairwell to a downstairs. A basement would be nice, but as you saw in the speed build, there was a bunch of custom flooring there, so I don't know how that's gonna work, but I've left this blank, and it's not because I'm lazy. I mean, partially it's because I'm lazy, but I left it blank for any future things I want to do to it. Could be used as a storage room, but you know, whatever. And then stepping on over here, we have the first room that we worked on, the most detailed room. It's the kitchen, and I love working on kitchens because, you know, we have the most decorations for it, and it just works. We got the nice custom sliding doors here on both the openings. Actually, we have 2 different ones. We have one with glass panels and then one with just straight up wood. But anyways, not too much to look at in the kitchen. I don't know what's custom in here actually. Maybe the cabinets up there and then the stools as well. Oh, the bills for this house are 4K, so that's really nice. But moving on to the dining table, we have a nice little custom basic shape thing here. Honestly, I was contemplating on whether or not to do this, but I really like the opening with the glass, and I think it's come out well. Dining room's honestly not too complicated. As you can see, the paintings are kind of copied and pasted. I can't be bothered to change this because I'm super tired, but yeah, that doesn't come off well for me. That opens to the backyard right here, and then we've also got some extra storage units, blah blah blah. Then we've got a giant corridor here, and I don't know if I'm a big fan of this or not, but I guess it's okay. It's a 1x1 corridor, but all the way at the end we have our little mud room, and it opens out to the garage, so that's nice. Got some storage for your coats and whatnot. But moving on to the bedrooms, we've got the first master bedroom right here, nicely fitted with a double bed and a bunch of storage to put whatever clothes you have. Honestly, the only thing that's making this a master bedroom is how spacious it is, and I kind of gave up on this, but it's okay. My favorite part about the master bedroom is that it leads into this master bathroom, and I think I have a thing for bathrooms because the bathrooms honestly turn out looking the best. We got a shower over here, toilet, nice little bathtub, very elegant, chair with a towel on it, and then we got two sinks right here and a giant mirror, but nothing much else to look at. On the other side, we have another bathroom. Yeah, I think I've got too many bathrooms in this build. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna look at that anymore because it's just really repetitive. But we have our second bedroom right here. It's basically the master bedroom stuff, but copied into a smaller room. And we got the wood supports going throughout the house as well. And then once again, we have another bathroom. And this bathroom is kind of a carbon copy from the beach house, so I'm not gonna talk about that too much. But that pretty much concludes the dream house. Honestly, really like it, but I think one of the bathrooms could be replaced with something else, but I can't think of anything, or nothing's coming to mind. But oh well, I'm sure my dreams will change one day, and this is definitely not gonna be my dream house in the future, but I guess we'll just have to see.